How's it going, everybody? A little new. What's up, Future John? I'm sure you're gonna be watching this at some point, laughing your ass off. Yeah, it's scruffy as fuck. Don't worry about it. We'll get it taken care of eventually. Leading a horse to water, helping somebody out that doesn't want help. In my younger years, I really wanted to be a counselor or a therapist for heavy trauma victims from their childhood. And through college, through my childhood, I realized that the ones that really need not help necessarily, but that just need a little bit of reassurance. You know, someone put a ceiling over their head and a bucket over them at some point and made them believe that they can't do this. You'll never be able to do that. And I hate that language. That's language that I never use with myself. If it's a math equation, z plus x equals, oh, I can't do this. Nope, I can't do it. No, never. Not once. Any situation, any problem, any, I guess, frustration turns into a challenge for me. And it turns into a wonderful, motivational, exciting opportunity for me to learn, for me to grow, for me to improve. Any time that I cannot spend time in my daydreams, visioning towards the future. Merry Christmas, by the way. Merry early Christmas. But I like to spend most of my time in my daydreams, in my visions, different things I want to bring to life, different ideas, different slight changes, and how they will affect what I do and how I do them. But again, you can only lead a horse to water. You are only able to build a house with the tools that you have. If you went out in the middle of the forest with nothing at all but a lighter, you wouldn't be able to build me a log cabin in 2 days. Most people would say. Growing up very poor, having a very unique, abusive, horrible childhood, always wishing it was the future, it allowed me to always be critically thinking of the future. And the 9 years of migraines that I had as a kid, from age like 8 until 17, 2 migraines a week, always in that fight or flight state, always worried and terrified. Well, now that's just my normal. If I'm not mentally stimulating my mind, I get this feeling of, like, I don't know. Like, I watch Sports Center, I watch volleyball sometimes, or I'll glance at it, or football, and I'm just like, you guys watch this? How is this bettering your life? How is this improving you as a person? How is this helping you become a better you tomorrow? Oh my gosh, guys, here we are at the 10-yard line. Oh, and the hike goes off. Oh, and the pass. There we go. Oh, what a gnarly tackle. Let's look at that in slow-mo 7 times in different angles and extra slow-mo. And I'm like, this is just brain rot. This is just distraction. Instead of focusing on you as an individual, you go, yeah, look at all these weaknesses I have. Look at all these insufficiencies I have. Well, let's just and then by the time you're done, you go, wow, the whatever team beat the whatever team. Did I better myself in any way? Did I improve myself in any way? Did I improve on my weaknesses in any way? No. I don't know. I think I'm a little unique in that way, where I'm always working towards improving. I'm always working towards growing and being a better me. Every day. Every day is a new day. And I find so many people live in the present and I spend most of my time in the future, in my visions, and how I'm bringing them to life. And then people that tend to spend all their time in the present, they go, well, you didn't do this. Well, why didn't you do that? And I go, look, in the bigger picture, all right, we're looking at a speck of nothing. Over the existence of, let's say, Earth, say it's 100 million years, we live 100 out of 100 million years. That's just a speck of dust in the massive, like, lifetime of the universe. And I'm like, why are you so determined and so focused on just irrelevant, dumb shit? Like, look within. Look how you can be better. And I know that most of the time when I show people, like, hey, look, I'm always improving. Oh, you're treating me like shit? Oh, you're saying these mean, horrible things to me? I don't understand why. Any problem that I face with a person in a job, anything, is a challenge, and I get excited. I'm like, oh, a challenge, all right. I don't know the answer, but just like in advanced math and advanced calculus, I can't tell you what the answer is, but I will find it. I will solve it. And I see so many people that put this bucket on their head, and they go, oh, well, I can't. I don't know. I can't do anything. And I go, what? Okay, so we hit a problem. We have a problem. We've hit this problem 4 days out of the 7 days of the week. And your solution to trying to eliminate this problem is do nothing. Weird how day after day, week after week, month after month, you keep hitting the same problem. And every time you do, it's just frustration and anger and stress. And I keep coming in their life and going, look, you can find the answer. And they go, no, I can't. I don't know what to do. I can't. And I go, talk with me. Talk with me. Because I don't want to tell them the answer. It's like in a math test in middle school, right? If someone just copies off my homework all the time and copies off my tests all the time, they never actually learn that part of algebra. And then next year comes, and 7th grade algebra, they don't have that. So now we're in advanced algebra, and they have nothing to reference of what this is. Like, school to me, especially for me in particular, I couldn't speak until I was 7. 1st grade was when I started to understand that, oh, people aren't just making noises at each other. Kind of like in Charlie Brown Christmas. I have vivid memories of kindergarten, of the teacher, and everyone like stands up and starts walking. And I'm like, what? Like, how do they know? How do they know that? And I would just follow them, you know what I mean? And then the summer after kindergarten, my mom was so hard pressed on never holding me back. He's not stupid, he's very smart. He just can't speak or communicate with anybody. But he understands things very well. My intuition is out of this world. The hidden language, I call it. But I have a very vivid memory the first time when I realized, holy shit, they're saying a word. It was me and the speech therapist lady. And there was a table between us. And she was going, there, like pointing at the piece of paper on the table in front of me. And I kept just trying to recite the sounds that I heard. And I finally looked at that piece of paper, and she went, error. And I remember that moment that it clicked. these symbols on the piece of paper, like it clicked and I remembered it. And I was like, holy shit. You guys aren't just like cats or dogs going, and everybody knows what you're trying to communicate. First grade, very difficult. Don't have a lot of knowledge to draw from that. Second grade, Miss S, bless your heart, she wanted to hold me back. She wanted to hold me back and put me back a grade. Bless my mom's heart. He's not stupid, he's not dumb. We ain't holding him back for shit. And I eventually got to a point where in third grade, and I guess second grade too to some degree, they're trying to teach me things, but you have knowledge in kindergarten, and then first grade, they reference the knowledge in kindergarten to teach you first grade, right? And then the kindergarten and the first grade knowledge become one. And then in second grade, they reference all the knowledge in the past from kindergarten and first grade to teach you second grade. And here I am in second grade, trying to understand English sentences, early levels of math, and I have nothing. I have no social skills. I honestly thought that it was like cats or dogs. That's what I genuinely thought until I was 7. That people were just, and people just somehow knew what the fuck they were saying. It blew my mind. I guess my point here is that in third grade, that's when childhood got really exciting for me in a not good way. But I was kind of forced to go, hey, third grade teacher, I don't know what you're saying. You are referencing knowledge from second grade and first grade, and I don't have that. And my third grade teacher, I did not like you, Mrs. L. Bless your heart, bless your soul, but did not like you very much. And then in fourth grade, Mr. I realized that I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn so bad. I have a gift, which is just to always be critically thinking, always be learning. But the ways that I understand everything and the ways that I learn things, people think I'm a little dumb or stupid because it takes me maybe 4 or 5 times longer to like understand and learn something, whatever it may be. But believe me, after it takes me 4 times as long, I know whatever it is better than anyone around me. And I'm always wanting to learn more. My brain is like a muscle. It's always in critical thinking mode. I always have ideas flowing through there. And I just love taking in knowledge. I love understanding other people's perspective. Sorry. Wintertime. You know, and I realize that most people they're not like me. And that doesn't make me better. It doesn't make them worse. No. I'm just always critically thinking. I'm always analyzing everything. Body language, everything. Every scenario that I'm ever in. I feel like most people that have this gift, because this gift comes after being through a lot of not good. I guess to make it short, my stepdad used to beat me very mercilessly, and afterwards I would ask him, because he would realize, ooh, if his mom found out about this, that probably wouldn't be too good for me. So he'd apologize and be like, I'm so sorry. You know, I was beating you until your body went numb and you blacked out. I'm sorry I did that. I won't do that again. And I would just ask him, what did I do? What did I do to have you do that? As much as people may think that someone may love just being kicked and beaten until their body goes numb, I don't like that. So whatever it was that I did, can you please tell me? And he'd go, John, you should know what you did. And I'd go, what? You should know what you did to deserve that. And I'm like, I'm asking you because I don't know. And he's like, yeah. Well, think about it. You should know. And I'm like, what? We can get into that on another video, I guess. But throughout my whole childhood, from 3rd grade until probably 18, what would that be? Fuck. Math is not my strong suit right now. What, 9 years old until 16, 17? I had horrible migraines 2 or 3 times a week because I was always critically thinking. Everything I did, every minute of my life, I was always thinking, how is he going to perceive this as a reason to to be very not kind to me and beat the shit out of me and tell me that I should have known. In reality, it was nothing I ever did. When he would ask me to unload the dishwasher, I would go, yeah, I'll unload it. I got you. I'll unload it. But again, he left it blank there, and that doesn't make sense to me, even to this day, even as a kid. Will you unload the dishwasher? Yes, I'll unload the dishwasher. It's a habit of me to ask, is there anything else I should know? Because he oftentimes, again, after he would ask me to do something, would mercilessly get very mad, and if I couldn't get away, not fun. But I would ask him that, is there anything else I need to know? Any other information? Because, again, to me, in my head, he didn't tell me when. You know, I'm watching a TV show. You know, he just asked me if I'd unload it. He didn't say when, so I'd ask him, is there anything else I need to know? And he'd go, no. Or if I went into detail, like, hey, you didn't tell me when you want me to unload it. When do you want me to unload it? He'd go, are you smarting off with me right now? And I'd go, whoa, no. Please don't take that tone of voice with me, because I know what comes when that tone of voice comes. So I learned to just, will you unload the dishwasher? Yes, I will unload it. I will unload it. And anything else? And he'd go, no, that's it. And I'd go back to watching my TV show until a commercial comes on. So I'd go back, watch TV for 3 minutes. Commercial comes on. I'd run down the hallway, and he'd be unloading the dishwasher. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you unloading the dishwasher? Didn't you just ask me like 3 minutes ago if I'd unload it? And you go, I did. And I go, all right, then why are you unloading it? And you go, well, you didn't unload it. And I go, you didn't say when. I asked you if there was anything else I needed to know, and you said no. You just asked if I would unload it. And I said, I will. And now you're unloading it. So where is the disconnect here? And he'd go, well, I didn't expect you to unload it next week. And I go, well, you didn't specify any expectation of when to unload it. I even asked you, is there anything else I need to know? Is there any other expectation, knowledge, information that you haven't said to me, that you didn't say to me, that you will then get very pissed off and beat the shit out of me for? Not just knowing? And you said no. And now you're unloading the dishwasher after I said I would unload it. And you're saying that's because you didn't tell me when. That brings back a very bad, you smarting off to me, boy? You smarting off up there? I go, no. You asked if I'd unload it. I said yes. I went, you're watching TV? I'm watching TV. Went back to go watch it until a commercial came on. 3 minutes later, here I am. Commercial's on. I'm going to unload it quick before the commercial's over so I can get back to my show. And here we are. You smarting off to me right now, boy? I guess my point is that when someone is, everyone is a product of their environment. And most people that have had a childhood like that, they hate it in the moment, but as they get older, they slowly become it, and it is extremely hard to break the cycle. I can either let those demons that I possess define me, or I can be who I want to be and who I'm striving to be in the future, and have those demons be a part of me and accept that they're there. Except that I have those parts of me that get triggered sometimes. Like at work, for example. If someone asks me to do something, I will always want to specify when and want to lay it out very clearly. What they want done, when they want it done, how they want it done. And sometimes people take that and they take offense to it. And they go, I don't need to answer your questions. I don't need to tell you this stuff. Why do you ask this? And I go, that trips my brain into that fight or flight mode. And I go, please, I'm not, whatever perception you're having right now, I'm just asking these questions because I want to know. I just want to know. All right? And I can relive those memories. And when someone triggers that, I feel that pain, that sadness, and that hopelessness that I felt all those years ago. And I don't know, as an adult, I'm always critically thinking. I'm always analyzing everything. I have an idea and I refine it hundreds of times. I stress test it in my head dozens on dozens on dozens of times. I'm very good at being the support person, the problem solver. I would much rather not be around people necessarily, like a group. I would much rather one individual come to me and complain about a problem that they've had for 3 months, a year, 5 years. And I can project my visions something like 5 generations in the future. Like not my kids, not my grandkids, not my grandkids' kids, not my grandkids' kids, but the next one down, with different changes that I can make now and how that will affect people. I guess my ultimate goal here is just to try to help people, try to help them break the cycle if they have no self-worth and no self-belief, and know that happiness comes from within. It doesn't come from anyone else. Peace, life is simple. You're born, you find something you don't hate. If you're lucky, you find something you love. You do it for 50 years and then you die. And it's what you do in that time frame from beginning to end during that process. That's like the nectar of life. That's you becoming who you want to be. And I see so many people that have these clouds over their head, that have these shadows that they pretend that aren't there, these weaknesses that they refuse to acknowledge. And I just go, look, like, I know it's painful, I know it's hard, I know it's tough. I know it probably hurts, and I know that in the short term, it's easier to not deal with it and just ignore it. But choosing to keep that pain there instead of looking in the pitch black, which is the future, unknown, right? When you can choose to stay in that spot and you choose to stay there and always have that pain there, that shadow there, that fucking cloud over your head, that ceiling over the top of your body, you control that, yes. But it's a big world out here, you know? I know that's what you know, and maybe someone made you feel that way, that that's just how life is, but like, so many people want to use people and manipulate people and this for that, and know people's weaknesses in order to control them. And I'm apparently very rare where I want to know someone's weaknesses so that I don't ever hit them. Everyone knows the parts of them that they don't want to face, really, that they choose to only accept for parts of the day. Small parts of the day. But generally they go, no, I don't have that problem. I don't have that weak spot. I don't have that massive pile of pain that I refuse to pretend is there. And I'm like, buddy, you have a massive shadow following you. Like, it's okay. It's okay, man. Like, it's okay. Like, I'm right here. And I just find that there's so many people that want to, like, find people's weaknesses to use it to control them, to torment them. That anytime they talk up to them or try to stand up for themselves, those people can reference those weaknesses and use that to put them back in line. And I want to cry on the inside for that moment. And I find that when I show up and I'm just happy and I'm just me, I love my flaws, I love my imperfections, I love my weaknesses, I love the parts of me that I hate, I love the parts of me that I love. I fully accept me, and I am nowhere near perfect, and I will never be. But I find that every day I can go to bed and I can fully look at that day, reference all of my weaknesses, try to work on them every day, and, think about tomorrow. And when tomorrow comes, I look in the mirror, I look myself dead in the eyes, and I see all the good that I try to have, that I try to work towards, that I try to maintain. And then I switch it, and I see all the bad. I see all the parts of me that I pretend aren't there. I see all the parts of me that make life a lot easier if those things didn't exist. But instead of telling myself, oh, they don't exist, I accept that they're there, and I try to work on them a little bit every day. It's like a 1,000-step ladder, right? That's a big ladder. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. But I know that every day, if I take one step, that I'll eventually get to where I want to be. And it hurts me when people tell themselves that this is just the way I am. This is just the way things are. I can't do this. I can't do that. And I'm sorry someone made you believe that lie. Anyone can do anything. Take it easy, my guys. First video. What's up, Future John? You need to work on your hairstyle, but Be easy, fam.